So good evening and welcome to the Team People Builders and Friends Path to Prosperity. I'm thrilled tonight to be able to chat a little bit about this new initiative that Isagenix has. It's called Customer First. So that's one of the topics for tonight. The other is some of just the great things that are happening as we are moving into Isagenix celebrating their 15th anniversary, which they announced today with kickoff of a $30 coupon on any product new member orders over 150 BV. You combine that with the 3 months of free shipping at 125 BV for the second, third, and fourth month of a new member's experience. It's really a great value. You can find that information at the isafyi.com. And then the other fun thing to get some conversations going is the vote for your favorite flavor. Right now, Isagenix has provided this offering on all the social media platforms. You can jump on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and either find where Isagenix Business has posted it or Isagenix, the official site, has posted it. You can share it with your page or just begin to comment on it, invite your friends to comment on it to pick their favorite flavor. So they're going to run this for a period where everybody gets to vote, I think for a week, to vote on your favorite flavor, and they'll select the top and then they'll run it for another vote, and then they'll come up with the flavors, the top flavor, which will be the new seasonal flavor. We have salted caramel chocolate, salted caramel chocolate, salted caramel, sea salt caramel is one of the flavors. Vanilla latte. Anybody have a flavor? What are the other two?
A raspberry cheesecake and apple something, green apple.
Oh, that's right, green apple. So, boy, the full spectrum of flavors there. Green apple would not be my favorite, but so I hope I encourage all of you to get on and vote and invite your friends to vote, whether they have tasted Isagenix or not. Tell them they can contribute and give their ideas to the corporate office, because they're going to select from the votes in the field. So a lot of fun with that. So great things to announce about the Isagenix Customer First initiative. As you know, for those of you that have been around Isagenix for a while, and those of you that might be new to your, new in the last few months to Isagenix, our company is always looking at ways to raise the bar, to set the standard in ethics and in product integrity, and how we take care of both the associates and the customers. And this initiative is no different. I mean, I probably am not revealing anything to reinforce how much people are getting accustomed to ordering online. And this Customer First initiative is so helpful to make the customer experience more seamless. There's going to be a lot of training on this. And so what I wanted to do was to cover some of the high points that I felt were really pivotal that are going to help you, one, get your brain around it, but also to get you excited about for what it's going to mean, so you'll invest the time to run through the videos at the site and be part of the trainings. So as the Customer First initiative was introduced to the leaders this last week, there were really three elements that drive this movement. And one is to help you be able to reach out to customers and serve them better, because our product is such an excellent product, to make it easier and easier for people to get their hands on it, without, even when they don't necessarily want to pursue the opportunity of sharing. So first was to help you reach more customers. Two was to help you simplify the whole ordering process, both for yourself and customers, and also to preserve and protect the opportunity. Taking this step forward is going to put Isagenix ahead of the game in so many areas with keeping the product first. As you know, if we get too focused on the opportunity without the product, we begin to have that, we run the borderline of selling opportunity only, and our company is so built around the products themselves, and they're such an excellent standard. We want to make sure people can get their hands on them. So the new portals will create a more Amazon-like experience. So how many of you have said to yourself, I will be so glad when this is a little bit more intuitive, a little bit simpler, a little bit just less steps, right? Because I don't know about you, but in the past I found it's making me ask too many questions too early, and I would back out rather than step in. And you can see how a customer might do the same thing. This way they flipped it so the order process is all in the front. People get to select their products. They don't collect any information till the end. How do you want to pay? What's your name and address? And what discount level do you want to participate in? We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but they've flipped it so it makes it much more customer centric. This actually creates an opportunity that didn't exist before in our model. And I want to just encourage you that Isagenix didn't take anything away in the compensation plan. They've added to it in a way that allows customers to get what they now call PIRs, or product introduction rewards. So as a customer or a preferred customer, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, but I want to plant the seed, is a customer can refer other customers and get a product coupon. Is that not cool? So in the past, you had to be an associate to begin to earn the benefit of sharing Isagenix. Well, if you're a customer and you are having a great experience and you want to refer someone, you can refer someone and you get a product coupon. You've never had to give up your social security number. You've never had to give up your birthday, because at that point, you're just getting product coupons. It allows you as the associate or the leader to ask the question for those who are sharing, would you like to get paid in a coupon or would you like to get compensated in cash? If you'd like to get compensated in cash, all you have to do is upgrade your account. And is that just not brilliant? Super, super easy and intuitive as well. So it really gives us the opportunity to let people come in as the customer, and let them come as a preferred customer. And a preferred customer and on up, it works exactly the same way. They can be a preferred customer not on AutoShip, preferred customer on AutoShip, or an associate on or off AutoShip to be able to take advantage of the full benefit of the compensation plan. But the customers themselves can come in at a 0 fee and get 10% off. Of course, there's still direct retail. People can go to your site and pay retail, and you get the difference between the retail and the wholesale price credited to your ISA wallet card as an associate. But for those who want to remain customers, they can take advantage at the 10% off with no enrollment fee. This information, I know I'm kind of running through it fast, is right at this screen at the isagenixcustomerfirst.com. It is a vanity site. Can everybody see that site right now? It is a vanity site right now. It's embedded on the isafyi.com/CFP, but if you dial isagenixcustomerfirst.com, it takes you right to this page. This program will be fully launched at the end of March, so March 27th. What they're doing is they're giving us as leaders a full opportunity to get involved in it, get our hands on it, take advantage of the training, so that we get any concerns answered, any questions about how it operates as it begins to roll out. And I want you to be making notes of some of your questions. You can write them in the chat, or when we open it up for questions, I'd like to be able to see what I can answer even here. But there are videos that talk about the program, both here, why. I'm gonna start this for just a second, if it'll play. Eric gives you the background. Can you hear that? Yes, no, can you hear it? Okay. Well, so what you'll hear is Eric Coover giving you a little bit 4-minute overview of what drove the customer first experience. This part's for you. There's a pre-launch training calendar, a complete overview on one sheet of what this program entails, and several pages of frequently asked questions. So this is going to help make it easy. Now, over in the right column here, you're going to see videos on the compensation plan. You know how people, what customers can expect to experience, such as the 10% off, where people can get paid. Even shows you how to enroll new members. They've made it really straightforward. And then once people are customers, how they can easily become an associate if they'd like to begin to earn cash versus referral coupons. Okay, let me pause a second. And you may already have this screen up on your computer, so let me go ahead and stop the share. See everybody. Let me pause for a minute. Does anybody have any questions while I'm catching up with my notes here?
I did watch the video just about a half an hour ago, and with Travis Garza and talking about it. So it's just a matter of absorbing it and getting to know more about it. But yeah, it sounds great to bring people in instead of having to buy, a pack if they just want to try a few things, but they still could share it and get benefit from it.
That's right.
On a small scale, and then maybe after they've tried it and the people have tried it, everything, I think it looks like a smaller scale, so it's not quite so costly or such a big, bar.
Well, it gives people that option, although the default options are still the pack options, Marcia. When you see the how to enroll a new person, it starts right out with the best buy, which is the bundles.
Right.
But it gives people a pathway to experience the products, just like you said, Marcia. It gives them a pathway to get involved that they really didn't have prior. The zero fee customer didn't exist before. So that gives people a new way to get involved. A little bit lesser discount, right? If they want to experience more of the discount, they can get the membership, right? Just like a Costco membership, they can get a membership so that they can, there's Tammy's grands, so that they can experience more benefit, and then as an associate to be able to be compensated for referrals.
Okay.
So, yes?
I have a question.
Yes.
I think it's a wonderful program. I assume that they can go to anyone's website and order that way. Do we get any sort of PV credit for that?
I'm glad you asked that, Eleanor, because what you would still do is you would either sign them up or they would sign up as a customer through your site. So it's still associated to you. Okay. So the genealogy, the tree, so to speak, and there's information on the site, so I'm not going to get too much into that, but just based on your profile, where your presets in your My Account say when new enrollments happen, place them on this side of the tree, left or lesser volume, I think are the two options. Wherever you have that set, it will place your new enrollments.
Yes, that's if they enroll, but if they're buying as a retail customer, as I understood before, that you got PV credit if they bought through your website. Is that still correct?
I believe so. I believe so. That didn't change. The only thing that changed is a customer who signs up at a zero fee can get 10% off through your site, but they're signed up and they're affiliated with you.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it is great. Here's the bonus. Here's the bonus. You know how we cycle at 300, or how we stay active? Let me go back to that. How we stay active as an associate is having one person on our right and one person on our left that are ordering 100 business value, right? Well, as preferred customers or customers are ordering, what will happen now that's to your benefit is that if you have two customers ordering 50 BV on one side, on one leg, and you have one customer ordering 1 BV or 100 BV on the other opposite side, that will qualify to keep you active.
Wow.
And so,
that's amazing.
Isn't that awesome? And so, a couple things about that is that Isagenix realized that because of the way the system is set up right now, to stay qualified, we had 2 associates who were on a monthly shipment who were ordering 100 BV. That in truth, a lot of those people who are associates are really customers who they have stayed active to keep our rank advantage, to keep our ranks, right? Mm-hmm. So it actually helps us be more straightforward and not have to manage the model so much, because it really gives credit for those who we've referred. So customers can just be customers. If customers just want to order and use the product, we don't have to manipulate the system at all so that we maintain our rank. I love it. It's simpler, it's cleaner, and it benefits everybody. So that is one huge bonus, right? Is every customer, if it takes 3 customers to get 100 BV, if it takes 5 customers to get 100 BV, right? But it's still 100 BV on a right and a left leg. The other part I really appreciate, I know it's yay, the other thing I really appreciated is the product introductory rewards. So it makes it so much easier for customers to share and get, if they shared a 30-day system, they get a $25 PIR coupon in their back office, just like when you got coupons for different incentives, and they can use it for product. So that doesn't take away any of the getting your product paid for, but it makes it so much cleaner and easier as well. The new sites are going to be increasingly mobile friendly from our current portals. So it makes it easier. The couple things that will distinguish a customer from a associate is a customer will not have that replicated website. You know how when you sign up as an associate, you got your personal website that's facing, you can direct people to order from. As a customer, you will not. So a customer will refer someone to Isagenix through their number, but they won't have the site, the full site privileges that you have now. You also, as an associate, have the opportunity to earn product introductory bonuses as well as the residuals. You'll have the replicated website just like you have.
Kathy?
Yes.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
What if they sign up as a preferred customer? Do they get the replicated website then, or?
I don't believe so. Anything a customer or a preferred customer or customer, I believe, are classified kind of in the same area, just the level of their discount.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And here is a change that as how you can become a consultant. If you have customers ordering 100 BV on each leg, that will create you a consultant status as well. And it will also keep you paid as a consultant. I mentioned that earlier. So some new key terms just have to do with that paid as rank, recognition rank, customers and associates, and those definitions are all on the new site, so that you're become familiar with the clarifications and how they're using that. Yes, there's lots of videos. I was going to jump into that, but there will be weekly trainings every week this month at 4 o'clock Arizona time on Thursdays. So you might all be posting them in the site. So March 9th, March 16th, and March 23rd, they'll be doing a corporate training on this program so that you can get immersed in it. And I would suggest every one of you at least grab one of those dates to take advantage of that. Now, I want to make another note for stepping up your training. Janice just shared a testimonial at the beginning of the call. If you go to isafyi.com/calls, CALLS, it lists all the different training that's going on. And right now there's very specific training at each level of rank advancement. So not only is there the fast track to executive to kind of walk you through how someone can move into that executive status quickly, it actually breaks it down. How do you grow from associate to consultant? How do you go from consultant to manager? In smaller scales that are in depth with the leaders training, and Janice or any of you who've been on it can tell a little bit more about that, but those are things that for you or for some of your new people, it breaks it down into chunks so it's more consumable and less overwhelming. So let me pause for a second, find my place. Any questions, comments, thoughts? Well, there will be some housekeeping, and I believe this, don't take my word for this when this will happen. I believe it will happen at the end of the month. But anybody on your team who is inactive, so they're inactive in the last year, they have 0 BV, they will be shifted to a customer. So Isagenix will classify them as a customer. And what this means is a couple of things, which I really appreciate. And this is from a marketing perspective, being a marketer myself. This will really allow Isagenix to be really specific in their communication pieces to the customer group. So when they communicate to customers, they will not be a commingling of associate language, so to speak. So customers will hear about products, they'll hear about promotions to get their products, they'll hear about those types of conversations without hearing the rank advancement, bonus, sign up to get more. So, because you think about that, how sometimes you've even had a little bit of angst about how do I communicate in a way that doesn't make people feel like they can't just be a customer. with Isagenix, we're moving into that era where we love our customers. We want customers. All of us want customers. I mean, I think every one of you have had such an incredible experience with a product that you would want everyone to have the same product experience as you had, in one way, shape, or form. So it really gives us that clarity about helping people get to an online superstore. Tammy?
Do customers pay the same price for the products as associates? And if not, is the difference credited to the sponsoring associate?
So Tammy, the compensation, it says it'll be at isagenixfirst.com. You can read it. It's got a little chart there, and I can just spell it out for you real quickly again. People can buy retail like they always have. They can go to your personal website and pay retail from your personal website. But they can enroll as a customer with a 0 fee and get 10% off. And then they can also have the option to be preferred customer and join with a member, join as a member for $29 or $39 off based on whether they're ordering on auto ship or whether they're just setting up their membership. And at those levels, they can all get product introductory reward coupons for referrals. And then the difference is if they want to earn some cash, then they can upgrade their account. And isn't that it? I mean, again, that's such an easy conversation to have. Such an easy conversation to have. And it lets you really stay focused on the serving people through product versus if you want to get your product, then let's get you signed up and let's get you 2 people. And, you know, while that might be a conversation that you're still going to have is who would do this, who would join you with this so you can get your product rewards coupons. It kind of shifts the energy around it in a way that lets you really serve people. Because as we know, even as Frank was saying, you know, that growth path, as you say, you know what, I really like to partner with this model. Sometimes people jump right over that in a short period, sometimes a little bit longer period. And this way we don't have to rush people through the process.
Kathy, I have a question.
Yes.
The person who is a customer and gets their 10% off, are they ordering on your site then?
Good question. I just watched the video this afternoon. It was just posted, was the how to enroll a new customer. It's on the Isagenix Customer First site, and I didn't see where the source was. I think it is through your site, Ruth. That's a good question.
Okay, I'll check the video. Thank you.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that there's no minimum for a customer. A customer can order 1 box. They can order 1 item. And they're still eligible for product coupons. They have 90 days to accumulate the BV that would earn if they don't convert to an associate. So they actually have 90 days. If in that first 90 days as they're ordering, that BV will accumulate and hold. But if they don't convert to an associate after 90 days, the BV gets washed like it would if you were under 100 BV, right? If you were inactive. So there's a couple nuances like that as you review it, it makes a lot of sense based on what we already know about our program, correct? I think that's about all the overview, other than the fact that the 1-page overview of the Customer First Initiative is nice and handy, all in one sheet for you to keep as reference. The other, the frequently asked questions, Tammy, is going to be another great place. It's got several pages and they've got them classified by topic so that you can go directly right to what does that mean if I enroll, what does that mean for the customer. Question, comment, Eleanor?
Yes, I do have a comment. The first thing that struck me is I think, besides being a wonderful addition to the program, I think this is going to be an extremely positive thing for the image of the company, because even now we still occasionally get comments from people that, oh, this is a pyramid scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I think with having customers just being able to go on, like any online store, a nutrition store, Amazon or whatever, and order their products without obligation, having even more than one way just to go on and order without enrolling, I think this will go a long way to counter any potential comments or criticisms along that avenue.
That's right. That's right, Eleanor. And one of the things that I learned years ago before I was in Isogenics, but back when I got first introduced to affiliate programs where you could earn a commission through affiliate referrals, and I earned commissions from Amazon, was one of the companies I earned affiliates from. Well, as a certified management consultant, I have to disclose if I'm earning from anyone else besides what I'm compensated from a client. Otherwise, it can be a conflict of interest if I'm promoting anything. So I was hearing and learning about all of that about the same time as the Federal Trade Commission cracked down on those who were referring products as affiliates, but not disclosing what they earned from it. And so a couple of those leaders who were really actively involved in that got fined hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars from what they'd earned, because they had earned substantially from that.
Wow.
Almost a dishonest process. Well, one of the things I realized that we have an opportunity with Isogenics is to disclose, be in a full disclosure state that says, I get compensated for referrals, but if you choose to elect to go direct, I'm happy to serve you in that way. I feel so strongly about this product and service, I would recommend it whether I earned anything or not. And that ended up being the stance on my website. Anytime I sent out anything promoting another product, if you choose to click this link, I would get compensated, but I wouldn't recommend it if I wouldn't recommend it to you, even if I didn't get compensated.
In fact, this is extremely timely for me because just this morning I spent over an hour with a healthcare practitioner, second time I've met with her, and she really likes most of the product ingredients, the formulations and all that, but she doesn't really want to become involved in the business due to her professional nature. And I don't think we have an updated professional program yet. And that was one of the last questions she asked me, was that, do they have to go to you and order, or can they order? I said, I told you they can just go right to the website and order. And this is going to be even more beneficial, that they can choose how they want to order. So this question just came up today, so it's a very timely topic in my book.
Great. That's great, Eleanor. And customers do get their login, just like you get a login at Amazon. I mean, right? We get a login and a password. We can go look at our orders.
That's right.
And check the shipping. We can.
That's right. Perfect.
So similar, only you don't have the full expanded back office that you would have as an associate. So just simpler and cleaner and mobile friendly.
No, they get the login and username and password.
So a couple of the opportunities that came right up for me as I was listening to this is an opportunity to call look at your report, look at your people who have become inactive or they order infrequently, and reach out and give them a call and let them know that there's an opportunity to reclassify their account as a customer, and so they can order. They'll get the benefit of the portal. You'll keep them up to date on when that's happening, or they'll hear from Isogenics in that way, but also to know what to expect in terms of Isogenics updating their account if they've been inactive to become a customer, and what that means for them in terms of product introductory rewards. Just another opportunity to have a conversation. And the fact that you probably have people who would feel more comfortable with that status versus an associate having to figure out how to order every 30 days. Because you know now that your people on your team don't have to order 100 BV. It's the cumulative ordering on right and left of customers that gets to 100 BV that keeps you qualified as a consultant or beyond, correct? So it alleviates a lot of management of your teams where you might have been managing to keep people in an active state or encouraging them, and it feels like every time you call them, you're having a call about their Isogenics order when you really would like to just call and see how they're doing, right? So this gives you gives the relief button from that. Thoughts about this? What do you think this is going to mean to your advance and even your people that you've had in your team before? Sparking any ideas? I know everybody's on mute.
Well, one of the things that we realized was how many people that we have talked to that have been skittish about network marketing. or getting involved, and I don't have time for a business and just literally want to use the product, but still hesitate because it's best for them to enroll as an associate.
Mhm.
At least the way it was, it was best for them to enroll as an associate to get the best deal. And now they can just come in and start using the products. Also, the ones that want to try it before they recommend it to anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, it stretches it out even longer so they have a better chance to take advantage of all the rank advancement bonuses and crystal bonuses and all that fun stuff.
That's right. That's good. And just a kind of clarification is that that enrolling, having anyone becoming a member is just a two-step process. They become a customer first, and then they would become an associate. There's a two-step, so it's a distinct, it's customer level and then the next level of associate. Yes, Eleanor and Frank, did you have a comment? Or Betty, I saw you pointing at somebody, but your screen isn't the same as mine. Tammy?
Yeah, I'm just very excited about this. We've got, there are folks that are they're associates that are, for whatever reason, are not using 100 BV. They feel that it's not fitting into their financial life.
Mhm.
They are aware that their BV accumulates and holds if they are in fact at 100 BV. But if they can't do 100 BV a month, they just don't order because they feel like this just encourages you to order no matter what.
Right.
Just stay on the product. And then when a shake a day and a serving out of the Onyx keeps you active.
Mm-hmm.
And so once they really figure out that they're easily getting 100 BV, it's a great way for us to reach out to them and explain how great it would be for them to be an associate and why they might want to remind them of that. So it's just going to let everybody order, and then the BV just flows. It just keeps the volume flowing.
It does.
And I'm just amazed at and so grateful that if we have customers, I'm sure we'll get into the nuances, but we can become consultant with active customers. They
Mhm.
don't have to be an associate. And
Yes.
so I'm very excited about it.
Well, and I'll tell you that a customer who refers two people doesn't rank advanced to a consultant. They need to be an associate to rank advanced, just a clarification. But when you do enroll customers that they're BV equivalent, I believe you become a consultant.
Well, we'll get to
But
these.
yeah.
We'll learn it.
Well, and one of the things, because that was a question on the leadership call, was if a customer were to refer two or more people, would that rank advance them? Well, no, they actually need to upgrade their membership, which is, again, such a nice way of saying that. Would you like to upgrade your membership level? Well, if you think about the weight of sharing, and I guess it's not a weight, the joy of sharing, moving the joy of sharing to say, how can I introduce this online superfood store to more people? How can I have more conversations to make them aware of, because remember that awareness is always the first step to invite, even using Isagenix, eat it, love it, share it. As you're eating it, loving it, doing your life together, and even in a full-time way, such as Frank is moving into that full-time. I know Darren and Tammy are more full-time in terms of their mindset, but if you're doing life, you're eating it, loving it, sharing it, people can come along and experience the product with you, and at whatever point you say, it's just a click at the store to set up your account and get you set up with your account at this online superfood store so you can give it a try and save. Makes it a very different conversation than trying to have let's figure out what whole pack you need. And I mean, won't eliminate those conversations, because you are going to have people who want a more intense experience with the product based on their life goals, but let you have the lighter conversations as well in an easier way. So anybody have some fresh goals you want to set? I know that with the Crystal Reset right around the corner, the Crystal Reset Manager, for those that have not been at the manager rank before, March 14th is the deadline. Let that spur you on to say, how can I challenge myself? to help two people get two people, share with two people, $250 for this particular crystal reset. And then on to director in May. I know many of you are shooting for the director, which is 6 consultants. That's 6 people with 2. And I was talking to Tammy a little bit today about a blitz for that. So anybody who's up for a blitz for crystal, let me know. We'll put a short period together where we begin with a call, we have a check-in, and we have an accountability call at the end to help ourselves to stay on track. I was able to reach Crystal Executive in 4 days using that model, and that was going from 4 consultants to 10 consultants. So just want to encourage you that it can be done. Community is always makes it a lot more fun and gives you that feedback loop in terms of, I ran into that, or would you be available for a 3-way call? Gives you that type of support. And we're all in this together. It's a one team in terms of a rising tide lifts all ships. And we're here about this path to prosperity, which is bringing energy and performance into people's lives so they can live a fully engaged life. So before we say goodbye for the last time, let me just open it up to any questions. Mom, do you have a?
When does this roll out? When can we start?
So you can start enrolling people now, but the websites and everything won't be up until the 27th of March. So as you enroll preferred customers, or you can let people know about the customer status. It's probably under the frequently asked questions if you wanted to start enrolling people now.
Okay.
Awesome. Any other questions? And like I said, there'll be more details as we keep kind of the nuances of this. And to be on the call on Thursdays, if you want to jump on that. There's also an Experience Isagenix call tomorrow, Wednesday at 5 Pacific to 8 p.m. Eastern, where the corporate office does a 30-minute drill deep. They've been really informative. If you can get there, if you can get your connections there, or even your new team members there, it's really informative of the history of the company and some of the leaders and how they're approaching the business. And many times they have promotions. They don't have a promotion every week, but many times they have promotions. And so with this promotion this week of $30 off the orders of 150 BV, there may be an additional promotion or there may not, but it's always great to get people more engaged. The other thing I just want to remind you as we close is let's get as many votes on the new seasonal flavors. Let's start some conversations about that. What a fun way to engage with people you haven't engaged with. So with that, I bless you all. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you on a future call. And Betty says hello too, and we'll keep you informed about the Blitz for Crystal Executive.
Thanks for a great call, Kathy.
You're welcome. Good night.